It's a beautiful day today. It's cool. It was in the 60s last night. So when I get a day like today, I get out and I try to weed because it's so hot to weed that it's a good day to do that. One thing I've learned from weeding is that plants have learned to survive by disguising themselves. So here I have some columbine plants, which I'm trying to keep. And then right next to them is this clover. I think it's called wood sorrel, but the leaves look just so close. Let's see if I can get some. Here's the wood sorrel. Here's my columbine. So they kind of disguise themselves with those particular plants. And so when you're weeding, you just have to be really careful. So looking at my potato plants, there's no obvious weed that I could tell. Here's a potato plant leaf, that shape. But then when I look a little closer, all right, there's some weeds, and they have gotten in here and disguised themselves with the potato plants. A lot of people like to use a hoe in their garden, and I certainly understand that. If you're in a hurry, you really need to get that vegetable garden all without weeds, but I like to hand pick my weeds, and here's why. Here is a baby columbine. Now, if I'd had a hoe through here getting these other weeds, I probably would have just hoed that right up, but I really like to leave my plants alone. Same thing over here. Here's a baby tomato plant. It just started growing. This is a bigger one that was a volunteer. So I think if I'd have taken a hoe through here, it would have all been hoed up and I wouldn't have those baby plants. So after I've weeded everything that I see that I need to by hand, I leave these guys for last. And they are poison ivy plants. And I have special gloves that have a P on them. That's upside down P. But it's what I use to pull my poison ivy plants because I really don't like to use herbicide. So I just, take the gloves and I pull them out as best I can. And then I'm done with the poison ivy. Have you had gloves, work gloves, that people seem to always want to borrow and then they come up missing? I do all the time. So I ended up getting a magic marker, permanent marker, and putting P on these gloves. And I've had these gloves for several years because nobody wants to pick up the P gloves. So when I first saw this plant growing, I thought, uh-oh, more poison ivy. It has the 3 leaves, it has the toothy parts of the leaves, but then I looked a little closer at this vine, and here it has 4 leaves, and here it has 5 leaves. So I could grab this guy, yank it out, and not have to worry about poison ivy. And here is my freshly weeded garden. I added a little soil here where I had peas growing in a pot, and now that soil is going there, and then on down the line. Done.